2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like these days.
No doubt about it. Okay, once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as PJ Tucker play the five. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And here's Denver. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Well, I think Harris wanted to show folks something with that because that is deep. I mean, from a long way away.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And Denver has possession. It's a three-point game. It's to Harris. Here's Murray to the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Millsap.
Yes.
Doesn't go for it. Murray with the defensive effort. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up to the Nuggets. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray outside. And the three ball is good.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will torch you. Lethal from behind the arc.
For three, Harris. Can't hit that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. And here is Murray. Back to Harris. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
You just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Good. Jokic just got 6 points.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? And you think of the great skilled European big man, Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Now, here's Porter. Pass to Grant. Now Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
Here is Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Porter.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often.
TJ came out and said,
they brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here is Porter, following the basket by Jokic. Tries again. The layup good by Porter.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Pass to Craig. Steps back and fires. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the double team with Grant. Three-pointer, Daniels. The Nuggets lead by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Good on the shot.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
On the wing, Morris. And stolen by Murray. And now the fast break. Grant took the ball.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Pass to Craig for the 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Jokic just got 8 points.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Down low. Here is Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Porter. Yep, that one goes in there. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Right there for the defense.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, Daniels. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here is Porter. Banked in off the glass. Porter's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So a franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Pass to Barton. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's good for 2. Craig's got 7. And a closer look here at the hustle station for the Nuggets.
They've come out and attacked over the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his condition, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Pass to Grant. To the inside. To the wing right side. Trey, good. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Outside for Millsap. The Nuggets with a new 14. Murray outside. Number 3 off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And there's the foul on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a hot tee on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Good to see a player going all out for the games this time.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy. Yet, they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Here's Craig. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact, because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line. Unless you're in the and one situation, too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. 50 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by Barton. Inside. Millsap. And it's Denver with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. Back to Martin. The layup off target.
And you can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
No, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Denver.
Man, I like his activity level. You think about it, the defense has to resort to fouling him sometimes to prevent him from scoring.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And so it's Denver with the lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now, Jokic. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They trail by 6.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. To this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Here's Jokic. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick, 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt this shot than that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They really got to pick up that interior defense.
To the paint. Jokic with the steal. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you know, Jokic has such active hands and really good anticipation. For a big guy, he comes up with a lot of steals.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Jokic cracked the miss.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, he's got a few more.
Huh?
Ray still over there?
Nah, I think he went to the old boy
Those in
crib.
it, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Jokic.
Huh? Shit, I'm chilling. I'm playing 2K, as you can hear.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barton's got 4 points this quarter.
That's why I'm playing 2K.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively
What you
right
up to?
now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point blank range.
Ain't shit really going on. I'm just chilling.
Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
I should have instigated that shit.
Daniel from outside. They get it back. Murray outside. Jokic with it. He's picked up by Milson.
You sound like you died. Like you need to go to sleep.
The Nuggets lead by 8. To the inside. Harris.
You might as well go
Six,
hoop
the 11-footer.
then.
Harris has got 5 now.
Nah, I ain't hooping.
Harris demonstrating how efficient he is from the mid-range area.
Down low. Jokic.
After yesterday, I ain't hooping for like a week.
Right now,
I had 4 air balls. I can't get over that.
For 3.
Well, yesterday I did before. One of them shits.
A shot. No good. And the Nuggets
Yeah, that day we was like, when you have to pay for money.
He locks it up. And Barton throws
Yeah,
it
man,
down.
that shit pissed me off to this
Yeah,
day.
you can't forget about
Nigga
the
really
jumping
threw a
ability of
fucking
Barton. I
airball.
mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
So I'm done. I'm gonna take a
And
break.
the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's his
That shit
first
was
foul.
nice. Happy.
From deep.
Yeah, fuck this nigga.
Murray, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Millsap with the double team.
Everybody said.
Pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Good on the bucket. And points in the game so far.
You know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you got to be multi-dimensional.
That shit was nice, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was happy though, because I was tired. I was like, yeah, this nigga
And if
playing
you're the guy who has to guard him,
just lining niggas up and doing
going to be an easy night for you.
It's a good day.
Porter, no luck. Denver leading by 6. Pass to Murray. Harris outside. Now Jokic, guarded by Porter.
I'm telling West that shit. He like, he's like, good. Yeah.
5 on the clock.
Like, he's really good.
Denver grabs the miss.
Yeah, bitch on the court, because he talk shit too.
And Porter, here we go. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. And a miss there on the triple.
He did bucket you though. he did. He did give you the bucket the first play though. He get the L1.
With a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily.
L1, bitch.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Yeah, that shit. I was like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, he pulled it, huh? I already knew it. So I can tell how he was backing you down. I was like, I would have pulled it on his ass too. I'd let him get 2 good back downs in on that third one. Stupid.
Pure as it gets.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
I think I see that man hit the top. Like, what the fuck happened?
They've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
No, I was like, you pulled it, like you pulled the chair. So when I saw what happened, I was like, yeah, he had to pull the chair. I was like, yeah, good shit.
9-point game.
Oh, he just rocked my ass. Oh, he just rocked my
Right
ass.
away with the quick shot.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And
Yeah,
also,
and talk to shit. You gonna always know Ant talking shit. If he on the court, it's some shit talking going on.
Got 9 points now in just the second half.
Ant don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, Ant at the park, there's some shit talking going on. We hear that nigga on the sideline.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Oh yeah?
In the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and get to see.
They even practice shoot. That shit has me dying.
Denver pitching around.
I was like,
Just a Millsap.
what shot?
Puts the move on. Rebound by the Nuggets.
That shit
They've been a better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Once he win, that's a wrap. Now he lose fine.
When he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Stolen by Grant.
Paul Jamal
Harris
Murray.
with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Morris.
Nah, I didn't
Finish off the break.
I wasn't guarding him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball
I
game.
told him that when he needed
They
three,
get it
his skills was on 0.
But he recovers it.
That's what I called him. I was like, nigga, you better agree.
Finally, they hit one.
That's it.
Millsap's got his
I
first
called
points
him
of the
that.
game.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
That's it.
Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows something.
That shit dead. Once he get past, I said once he get past 3-point line, that shit dead. No more skill set. He don't know what to do. Cause he dribbles straight up, so he don't got too much. He don't got too much moves that he can really do except for handle.
Guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker in the transition.
When you dribble straight up, you can't. It's hard, but you can't really say. You can't really do that.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand.
Take it from me, 'cause
Very
I know,
efficient,
I dribble straight up.
multi-talented scorer. knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that
What's going to happen, man? Because I'm in this heated game with 2K right now.
Jokic inside. He can't get that one to fall. And Denver the other way now. And here's Harris from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harris is
I was thinking about making some Chinese.
Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on